recognized symbol of excellence for your entertainment.
You know Floyd?
Oh, hell yeah.
I saw them at the pyramids.
The Egyptian pyramids?
I don't think they've ever played the pyramids.
Welcome to Machino Music, the show that puts the music in Machino music, with your host, me, Brett Strong. Today on Machino Music, it's Pink Floyd Top 10 Songs. Wish you were here. Okay, here we go. Pink Floyd Top 10 Songs. Amazing band. Pink Floyd were kind of one of those bands for me that were a bit of a slow burn, you could say. I mean, it just took me a while to really get in. I'm not a drug guy, I should say. I mean, really not. And they're kind of like this notorious drug band. So you may hear me talk about this like somebody who's experienced it, man. But I just really enjoy the music because of musicianship. Phenomenal musicians. And, you know, they're like the prog band. You know, like, because, you know, a lot of people, like, progressive rock can be a kind of divisive genre. A lot of people are like, oh, 5-hour-long songs. Oh, I don't want to hear that. But, you know, Pink Floyd really kind of broke into the mainstream. They're one of the only ones, though. If you even say, oh, I don't like prog rock, and you like Pink Floyd, you like progressive rock, my friend. Just one of those bands, really the only ones that kind of broke into the mainstream as a progressive rock band. Just great musicianship all across the board. I mean, I love David Gilmour's guitar playing. I mean, just phenomenal player. I mean, this is just the way the guitar is like mixed. It's got that like echo effect usually. It's just so cool, so distinctive. And like all the members share vocals in this band. Roger Waters, Syd Barrett, Richard Wright, and David Gilmour. Drummer Nick Mason just plays drums. But yeah, it's just, they're such a cool band. And so I thought I'd do my 10 favorite songs. And if you don't hear your favorite song, don't worry about it. That's cool. These are my 10 favorites. So let's start at number 10 from the amazing Animals album, Pigs. 3 different ones. Just this really just cool. It's just, I love the arrangement of it. It's so cool. It starts kind of like all slow and then kind of builds, and as the vocals and everything starts coming in, it's just really cool. Kind of similar to the song Have a Cigar, which you may hear again. But yeah, I just love the vibe of the whole tune. And also, as part of the Chinese astrology, I was born in the year of the pig. So maybe I identify with the song because of that. See, I really am a pig. And yeah, I mean, so maybe that's it. I mean, so Chinese astrologically, I'm a pig. So I dig the song Pigs. Coming in number 9 from Wish You Were Here, Welcome to the Machine. Really cool song. It has awesome synthesizer on it. Just love the synthesizer. So that's so cool. It's such a really cool album. Just with everything. I mean, it's just like the production. Again, you can't talk about Pink Floyd without talking about the production of these albums. They're absolutely insane. So yeah, love Welcome to the Machine. Coming in number 8 from the album Umaguma, Careful with That Axe, Eugene. I love that some of the titles too. They have some really kind of funny song titles, and I always really like that title. It's a really cool tune. Yeah, Careful with That Axe, Eugene, because you don't want Eugene, you know, monkeying around with the axe, because next thing you know, somebody's arm's cut off. Coming in number 7 from the album More, the Nile Song. This is a really heavy tune. Like, it almost sounds like it's from 1969. Almost sounds like just kind of like any other band, like almost like a kind of like early like heavy metal, like a kind of a proto metal kind of song, kind of something like the Doors might have done. And it's actually from the soundtrack to a movie called More.
Do you know about the sun worshippers?
And I actually went out and watched this movie. I tracked it down. Actually, it's on YouTube, so you too can track it down. From 1969, very typical 1960s drug movie. I mean, it's about heroin addiction. Lovely. But, you know, it's not as disturbing, I would say, as something from later on, Darren Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream. But, you know, it's just kind of very slow kind of 60s, you know. It's got that kind of like, that very herky-jerky kind of cutty garbage that you get in a lot of 60s movies. You also get like a lot of stuff, like there's like a close-up of the main character's nipple, and it's getting probed with a blade of grass. Yeah. It's the 60s. Also got a lot of nudity in it. So if you just want to see like boobs and bums and penises and stuff, you'll see it in this movie. But yeah. But the Nile song is like so good. Great tune. And the rest of the soundtrack is actually not bad. Probably the best part of the movie is the Pink Floyd soundtrack. But the Nile song really stands out because it's just like this, oh man, like almost kind of like a proto-metal tune. It's so good. Coming in at number 6 from The Wall, the epic The Wall, got Young Lust. Really cool tune. I mean, this song more than anything, I just love the drum groove. I mean, The Wall is just an insane album. It's just a production again. You know, this insane production. But Young Lust is one of the tunes. It just got. It's like just almost kind of like. Kind of you can call it a pop tune in a way. But I mean, just love the drum groove. So funky. It's so cool. Love it. Okay, coming in number 5 from the album Metal. A really cool instrumental called One of These Days.
One of these days!
Yeah, really cool song, instrumental. Kind of has these kind of demonic vocals in it. But yeah, just this really cool. The Metal album it got a lot of interesting stuff on it. Really cool instrumentals and just kind of this dark, moody album. This is a really dark, moody song, One of These Days. Just really cool. Coming in at number 4, again from Animals, song Dogs. This is 17 beautiful minutes. See, if you could just, it's hard to describe. Just like if you just put on this tune, the whole album really. But you put on this tune, it's just like, just 17 minutes of just this amazing musicianship, gorgeous melody, so good. Love Dogs. And I'm a cat guy, but I like dogs too. And this song I really like. Coming in number 3 from The Division Bell, which is actually a very underrated Pink Floyd album, I would say. Song What Do You Want From Me? So cool. Again, David Gilmour, guitar playing, really good. Love the vocals, so good. That was a big spit I just did right there. Yeah, just a really cool, just really, well, The Division Bell is such an underrated album. Bit of a later album, and you know, most people, you know, kind of, I think have always kind of been divided on it. Divided on the Division Bell. But, yeah, it's a great tune. Especially, What Do You Want From Me is so good. Because what do you want from me? We're in the top 2, everybody. Number 2, Have a Cigar from Wish You Were Here. This song, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this song always makes me feel like, just think of like show business. It just to me always felt like a very showbiz type of song. You know, the album cover to me always kind of feels like that too. The album cover, Wish You Were Here, is of course the 2 guys shaking hands and 1 guy's on fire. And the song Have a Cigar, when I listen to that tune and I look at that album cover, I just think of like just old-timey, phony show business. And it's just like, you know, let's kind of have a cigar, sit down, let's have a talk. Let's talk about a movie that we're going to develop and then it'll never get made. Because that's just the biz. Enjoy the lunch. And enjoy the cigar smoke being puffed into your face. And I've dealt with those kinds of people. And that makes me think of it. And I would wish that sometimes these guys would just catch on fire, just be engulfed in flames. And then, just leave me alone, let me go do my thing. But coming in number 1, from Dark Side of the Moon, the classic album. This has always been my favorite Pink Floyd song, the song that really kind of got me into the band, the song Time. Just an awesome song. Just a production of just like, and just at that guitar solo. David Gilmour guitar solo is probably, I would say, could be my favorite guitar solo ever. It is so awesome. And I remember reading something, I believe might have been like Dave Mustaine or something, said about David Gilmour's guitar playing that he could do more with one note than any other guitar player. And that is so true, especially on this song. It's just what he's doing kind of just the sustains that he's doing. And this guitar solo has, I think, like the greatest scream ever committed to tape. Even like most heavy metal, I have not heard, personally, I've never heard a scream as awesome as the one on David Gilmour's guitar solo on Time. So yeah, and of course a classic album, Dark Side of the Moon. Even got that urban legend that the album perfectly matches up to The Wizard of Oz. Which is like, okay, whatever. Kind of totally like a whole like hippie thing. That's how that started. It did. Some guy said, "Oh yeah, put on Dark Side of the Moon. Oh yeah, put on the Wizard of Oz, man." And then next thing you know, the guy's watching and hearing the album, and then there's, whoa, this matches up, man. The band knew what they were doing. No. Even they said, no, you smoked too much, dude. That's what happened. It's all in your head. So, yeah. But anyway, love the song Time. Forget where it matches up in The Wizard of Oz. But it doesn't really matter. Pink Floyd's just such a great band. The most mainstream of the progressive rock bands. So cool. And their music will just endure just because just how so well made it is. Such a phenomenal band. And if you're a fan, I hope you enjoyed this. That's it for this week. Until we meet again, this is Brett Strong saying good journey.